Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone at tarotforhealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This week I have to make the videos like how I did the first week that I did the weekly horoscopes because yeah, otherwise it just wouldn't be all up today, and the week has already began, so I'm just going to do it this way. So I'm going to be starting off with Aries like I usually do, and so I'm shuffling up the cards right now, and then we'll see what shows up for Aries for this week. This is the week between the 28th through to the 4th of October, so let's see. Okay, for Aries October, you have the Page of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what those cards are telling me is that you might be just like this little boy here. You might be fishing for money. You might be fishing for some more money. I feel like if you are in a couple, maybe you've fallen on hard times financially, or you just had more like financial responsibilities, and it might be a time where you're kind of finding it a little bit more difficult to cope. So this Page of Pentacles could be saying that maybe you're looking for other sources of money, or you might be even I don't know, trying to get a new job, trying to take on more hours at your job, like work overtime. But I feel like the page isn't representing like big money coming in. It's just representing something that might be just like a loner, or that just might be like a top up on your income or something like that. But I feel like this week is what you're either going to be working towards that, working for like ways that you can make that happen, or an opportunity might be able to come up for you where this is possible for you. And I feel like it's something that's been, it's much needed. It's like you need that help and assistance. Also, what this card is saying is it could be that you actually go to somebody else for assistance, but it also could be saying that try to utilize sources that are around you, because you might find that they are like places where you can get help and support, or maybe people that can help and support you. So if you have like I don't know, a network of people around you, I feel like there are people that want to support you. The only thing is that you might be a bit prideful, and you might be like wanting to do things by yourself, manage things on your own. Or if you're in a couple, you and your partner might be going through financial issues, but you just want to keep that to yourself, or you just don't want to maybe burden other people maybe with your issues, and so maybe you're trying to deal with it by yourself. But it's saying that, do depend on any kind of support that is around you, because I feel like there are people that will be willing to help, and maybe even, loan you some money as well. So yes, that's for Aries. To move on to the next sign, that will be Leo. Okay. Oh, two cards came up at the same time. You have the Hangman and the Magician. So you have two major arcana cards, which is very significant. um Basically it's the universe kind of playing its hand in your fate. So let's see kind of what the universe is up to. The Hangman is kind of saying that you may have had to take some time out to reconsider something, or there might be something where you're kind of looking at it from a different perspective. But it's kind of like but to me, the Hangman is almost like the stop sign. It's like saying, okay, now is the time for you to kind of reconsider, reassess, reevaluate things. It's a time where, like, when I look at this interpretation of the Hangman, it kind of makes me think of somebody that may be in a predicament that they don't want to be in, or a person that might be in a situation where they kind of feel like maybe they've been forced to look at things in a different way, or maybe they've been forced to kind of put the brake pedals on in whatever they're trying to manifest and create for themselves. But I think that this is important. I think if especially these are major cards, so this is the universe kind of telling you to take some time out. I think it's important for you to take heed of that information. And it might be frustrating, you might not be happy having to having things be in limbo, or not exactly knowing how things are going to play themselves out, because the magician wants to be in control of his circumstances. He wants to be able to, he feels like he has everything he needs to create the circumstances that he wants to create for himself. So in some ways he can be a bit of like, maybe like a control freak, kind of wanting to, take charge of his, his reality and what he wishes to create. And that's, a great, it's great to be that way. Like, I think the whole, idea of being a magician and creating your reality is like amazing. But what it's kind of saying is that if something doesn't have the green light right now, and you're kind of finding that you're going through delays, it's saying that the universe is basically creating these delays. And the reason why that is because you have to change the situation. Like, you have to change what you're trying to create. Either you have to go back to the drawing board, or you have to reconsider something first. And I think that this is good, because I think that if you don't take that time that you need to reconsider, you probably will waste a bunch of time, maybe a bunch of effort, or maybe even a bunch of money, investing in something that isn't right for you, or the results won't be what you really want them to be. So again, it's like a good magician knows when he has to kind of reassess his, his formula, reassess what he's doing, his spell, whatever he's creating. He has to reassess it in order to get it right, to tweak it so that, he creates the outcome that he wants. So I think that that's what you kind of have to be doing at this time, Leo. So just try not to be frustrated with the whole process. The next reading is for Sagittarius. So let's see what is going on with you, Sagittarius. This. So Sagittarius, your cards are the Two of Rods with the Two of Swords. Two twos. So basically what this is saying is you have some big choices, decisions that you have to make, and you might be very confused, like this guy over here. He doesn't know what direction he wants to go in. He doesn't know how he's going to progress. He feels a bit fed up because things are kind of stuck and stifled, and he's like, you know what, I'm just confused about this situation. Where do I go from here? But then what I see with this card is, again, this card can represent the same kind of choices and decisions, things not moving forward because you have to take that time. But the only thing I see with this card in this interpretation is that, like, the two swords are buried into the ground and he's walked away. So it could be a situation where you get so fed up trying to decipher like what you should do, that you might be like, I can't be bothered with this situation. I'm just going to walk away from it completely if it's not going to work out for me. So, or if I can't see a resolution. So I think that this, because it's twos as well, twos can also represent partnership. So it can be a relationship situation, or it could be a business partnership, or you could just be dealing with somebody else, and maybe this person is a part of or the root to your confusion, or the decision that you need to make at this time. But what it's basically saying is that I feel like there's going to be a time where, again, you're going to just feel lost, but then I feel like you might walk away completely from a situation, and you might walk away kind of heavy hearted, because maybe you're going to feel like the situation wasn't really resolved as you would have wanted it to, or maybe you're just going to decide that, you know what, I'm just going to leave this situation alone because we can't come to any form of resolution, and so let me just kind of just let that situation die and just move on. So yeah, because I feel like if you don't do that, I feel like you're going to be going around in circles for a really long time. And it's just going to be like, it's going to be more upsetting for you than anything else. So yeah, that's your cards for this week, Sagittarius. Just try not to go around in circles too much, or try not to overthink things like to death, because I think that could be going on as well. So the next what's the next one? Next one is Libra. So let's go and see what's happening with the Libras. Libra, for the 28th to the 4th of October, you have the Two of Cups with the Six of Rods. Okay, so that's not too bad for you, Libra. Basically, the Two of Cups is saying that a relationship situation can be actually going really well for you. It means that the sun is shining on you, and this relationship, this partnership you have with somebody else, or I feel like, oh, I said 2 is the 10 of cups actually, but again, 10 of cups can also be about relationships too, but for some reason I'm feeling something with relationships. I think that's why the 2 of cups showed up for me. But I think that you are basically going to be in a happier space, and this can be a happier space within a relationship, like I said, or your family situation, feeling more at peace, more calm. Maybe changes in the home or changes around family structures are going to make you really happy. Also, this could be some cause of celebration, especially with the 6 of rods coming in here. It's saying that you've accomplished something major for yourself, and I think that that's what's going to bring you like a great amount of happiness and fulfillment and contentment in your life. Like, this is the happiness that you've been searching for, and if something is coming to an end when the 10 card shows up, so something is going to be resolved. You've completed something significant, and now it's like you're reaping the rewards of that, and so it's like it's just pure victory. So it looks like a good week for you, especially for those of you that have some goals set in mind for yourself, things that you wanted to attain and achieve. Then I think this is going to be the week where you finally get like your what you deserve. So yes, good on you, Libra. So I'm going to be moving on to Gemini, and with the Geminis we have the Emperor with the Ace of Cups. So this could be talking about a relationship situation with the Ace of Cups. It also could be talking about a um something that moves you towards something that you love, something that you want to do, something new. The Emperor is kind of saying to me, the first thing that came to mind when I looked at this card is the first words was take control. So it might be that you're trying to take control of a love situation or something that you really want to do, or it could be a situation where with the Emperor, it also can be a situation where maybe you're being a bit too controlling in a situation as well. So it's kind of like you have to find that balance. The Emperor could also be saying that maybe you want to be the Emperor in somebody's life. Like maybe there's somebody in your life and you want to be long term with that person, or you really like that person and you want to build something with them. Also, it also could be saying that if these cards were in relation to a passion or something new you wanted to do in your life, that can make you feel that kind of emotional happiness or emotional fulfillment, the Emperor could be saying that this person could be the person that makes that decision for you. So this could be like a boss, this could be an authority figure in your life, the one to say, to like give you the go ahead to say, okay, I'm going to give you this opportunity, I'm going to give you this thing that you've been wanting, that is going to make you feel emotionally happy and fulfilled. Like the cup over here is like the cup runneth over with this card, so it can be a great sense of happiness too that comes with it. But this is coming with something new. So the good thing about this card is I feel like something new is going to make you feel that way. So this could be a relationship, an opportunity, something that's coming. But then the Emperor is kind of is the deciding factor. So however it plays itself out, at least it's going to have a good result for you in the end. So, and again, if this was a relationship situation, maybe this is what you want to be to this person in like this love relationship. But then, like I said, just be careful with any kind of needs for control or being a bit overbearing when that card shows up, if it applies directly to you, if you're the Emperor in that situation. Okay, but yeah, let's move on. The next sign would be Aquarius. So let's see what is showing up for Aquarius.